Hi, I'm Josh Krupp. Welcome to the Pioneer Spotlight, where each week we feature a Point Park Pioneer team, athlete, or coach. We're back for another semester here in the Center for Media Innovation, and our first guest this spring semester is track and field head coach Kelly Parsley. Kelly, thanks for coming down.
Thank you very much.
Also the head coach of the cross-country teams. Let's put a bow on that season real quickly. Going to nationals and a very successful trip. Why don't you catch us up to speed on how that trip went?
We did have a good year overall in cross country, but going to nationals, this was our best finish at our national meet. We went to nationals 2 years ago. The men this year all ran pretty well at the national meet. They all either ran a personal best or a season best. So they did run really well when it counted. On the women's side, we just missed finishing the season top 25 in the country. Anna Shields was not the first All-American in school history in cross country. Some of our women, Kylie Archibek ran a personal best that day, so that really helped us, get to the 26th place. But it would have been nice. It's a little bittersweet. It would have been good to be in the top 25 to end the season. But the good news is, our top 7 men and our top 7 women that were competed at nationals will be back next year.
And Anna Shields, the star of both programs here and one of the best in the country so far, already qualifying for nationals and running some of the top times in the nation in the NAIA and NCAA combined. How has she improved her game from this season compared to last year in indoor track?
I think a little bit is confidence. A little bit about her story. She had taken really 6 years off of competing, so last year was her first year competing in a little while. So even though she had an amazing year last year, National Runner of the Year in the NAIA, this year she comes back and she's even better than ever. So she's a very hard worker, very disciplined when it comes to her training and her diet, and it really shows in her performances.
Who are some other bright stars shining on this women's track and field team so far early on in the season?
Well, so far, some of our stars are Jazz Wicks. She set the school record in the shot put. She's been consistent, throwing over 38 feet both meets. Reba Bartram, she's not only a track athlete here at Point Park, but she's also a dancer, which is kind of unique. She comes from a family of runners, and she still hasn't reached her full potential, so I'm excited to see where she ends up this season. I think she has a chance to qualify for nationals, either in some relays or some individual events. Obviously, Ana Benitez qualifying for nationals in the triple jump. It's her first time competing in over 2 years. She leaped over 38 feet, which was at the time the second furthest jump in the NEA. Now she ranks third. Those are some of our new stars. We brought in a couple of kids this semester that are new. Alex Barr, she's a distance runner. I think she'll definitely contribute to our cross-country team and our distance program in track. And of course, Erica Hasnard from Centennial in Las Vegas. She's one of our top middle sprinters, and I think she's going to really contribute this year.
A lot of talent on the women's side and on the men's side as well. Dry Davis always making headlines. Sean Berry coming back after an injury and already getting to nationals. What was his performance like on last weekend?
Very surprising. Sean is an amazing athlete, always has been. This summer was rough for him. He was on crutches. He had knee surgery. So to come back stronger than ever, to do 2 personal bests in the long jump and the high jump, both of those jumps are not his specialty. His specialty is actually triple jump. So I'm really excited to see that he's jumping over 21 feet in long, and obviously jumping 6'7" in high jump, which is a PR for him, is really exciting because I know triple jump will come. It's a little more technical, so I think getting his legs back under him, I think by the end of the season he will also qualify in the triple jump as well. But having him back it's been awesome.
And Dry qualifying for nationals in the triple jump. What do you want to see from him between now and nationals in Pittsburgh, Kansas?
I'd like to see him get a little better. Obviously, we have a great jumps coach, so shout out to Richard Rouse. Our jumps coach is awesome. We already have 3 national qualifiers in the jumps, and I think Chance Callahan will be another one who will qualify for us, and Michael Morris. So we have a lot of jumpers qualifying for nationals thanks to Richard. But with Dry, I know right now Richard's kind of holding them back in their approaches, so they're not even using a full approach yet for their jumps. So the fact that Dry has already set a personal best indoor for himself, is really exciting. And we seem to jump really well at Kent State. They have a different kind of platform for the triple jump. I think we're only going to see our jumpers get even better, and Richard, again, has done an amazing job.
And Xavier Stevens, we saw him make a lot of headlines in cross-country season. He's been so close in qualifying for nationals in indoor track. Does he get over that edge?
It's been frustrating because the conversions, the NAI has changed some things. So he hit the A standard in the 800 this past weekend, but they converted his time to slower than the B standard. Even though he ranks 7th in the country in the 800, he's currently not qualified. He also hit the standard in the 1000 at Penn State last weekend, and they converted his time slower than the standard. So he's very close. I think he'll get it. It's frustrating as a coach because he works so hard and he's an amazing athlete. So I know he's going to get it. but it's a little frustrating for myself, and I'm sure even more for him, because he ranks in the top 10 in both events and he's not qualified yet. But it's going to happen, and we're going for a distance medley relay qualification this weekend on Friday at Spire, hoping that our distance medley relay can qualify as well.
Who are some other athletes that you're looking at to possibly qualify that are on the edge that maybe just haven't gotten over that hump that could potentially get there?
Well, I want to say first that Kemi Olugbakinro is one of our top sprinters. She has the school record in the 200 and 400, and she hasn't competed this year. Having her back this weekend will be a big boost for us. She has been battling an injury. We're not sure where she is right now in terms of her fitness, but having her back this weekend will be huge for us. So I think she's always got a chance to qualify for nationals. I think Reba Bartram, who I've mentioned before. I also think Kayla Roberts in the 800, Alyssa Boyd in the mile on the women's side. On the men's side, obviously, again, like I said before, Chance Callahan, Xavier Stevens, Aaron Barlow in the sprints can also qualify. And I would say if I can get Brady Corkland to do a little more running during the meets. Brady Corkland is a freshman. He's probably one of the top athletes on our team overall. He has a real shot at qualifying in the 400 as well.
A lot of talent on this team and in the River States Conference as well. This year, finally looking at a conference meet in an indoor track for the first time. What do you expect? How do you prepare for an indoor track conference championship at Tiffin?
Well, I'll tell you, I'm really excited about it. We've come up short at the conference meet. The 3 years we've competed at the conference meet, we have finished second place to Rio Grande, who always has a very strong team, but I hope this year's our year. We're very strong in the field. Indoor is a little different. They have less throws, which always seems to hurt us when we're out at outdoor. I'm excited about having the first River States Conference Indoor Championships. I do feel that both teams have a realistic shot of winning. We've closed the gap on Rio Grande every year since I've been part of the program, and I feel that this year might be our year. I don't want to get ahead of myself. Injuries happen, but we're going to have to step up our game. But for sure, I think this could be our year for indoor and outdoor, so I'm really excited.
You'll get to see the track and field indoor teams in action again this weekend at the Spire Midwest Open. That's on Friday and Saturday. Head to pointparksports.com and follow us on Twitter at Point Park Sports for all the updates on this. An exciting track and field team for the rest of the season. Coach, thanks so much for coming down.
Thank you so much, Josh.